Have you noticed that lately lifting a grocery bag feels heavier than usual? That brushing your hair, raising your arms to reach something, or even holding a cup for a prolonged time tires you more than before? If you identify with this, I want you to know something important: you are not alone. Many people experience the same thing as the years go by. And it's not because of laziness or because you're doing something wrong, but because our body changes over time. What is key to understand is that this change does not have to be a sentence. Losing strength in the arms can be part of aging, but it can also be reversed, improved, and even prevented, if you know how to do it. Once we reach our 50s or 60s, it's very common for daily tasks that we used to do without thinking, like cooking, getting dressed, carrying a grocery bag, or reaching something on a high shelf, to start feeling more challenging. It's frustrating, because it affects your independence and your confidence. But the good news is that you don't need to go to a gym, lift heavy weights, or spend money on fancy equipment to regain strength and feel more agile. You can do it from your own home, with simple movements and things you already have on hand, like a water bottle, a wall, and a few minutes of your time. And that's exactly what you're going to discover here. Today, I want to share with you a simple, safe, and effective routine, especially designed for people like you, who want to regain strength, feel more stable, avoid injuries, and be able to move with confidence every day. You don't need prior experience, or to have exercised before. This routine adapts to your level and is designed to protect your joints while strengthening the muscles you actually use daily. So stay with me until the end, because we're going to go through together the best exercises, the most common mistakes to avoid, and how to do each movement correctly, step by step. Regaining strength doesn't have to hurt or be complicated. It only requires consistency, good guidance, and starting today. Why do we lose strength in our arms with age? The loss of strength doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual, silent process that often goes unnoticed until one day you realize that something as simple as opening a jar, lifting a bag, or raising your arms to reach a piece of clothing in the closet becomes uncomfortable, heavy, even painful. But understanding why this change happens is the first step to reversing it. Here, I'll explain clearly the main causes that affect our strength as the years go by. 1. Loss of muscle mass. Sarcopenia. From age 40, our body starts to naturally lose muscle mass. It's estimated that, if we don't exercise regularly, we can lose between 3% and 5% of muscle every decade. This condition, called sarcopenia, not only reduces strength but also affects stability, balance, and overall endurance. And the most important thing, if it's not stopped, it accelerates. It's like a vicious cycle where the body loses muscle, we feel weaker, we stop moving, and that causes us to lose even more. 2. Lack of use of certain muscles. Have you ever heard the phrase, use it or lose it? It's totally true in this case. If we stop moving or activating certain muscles regularly, they weaken. And since many modern tasks require less physical effort, everything is more automatic, more comfortable, it's easy to fall into a sedentary routine where arm muscles, like the biceps, triceps, or deltoids, practically stop working. Little by little, this leads to a loss of functional strength, the kind you need to move independently. 3. Joint problems due to lack of movement. Lack of exercise can also lead to stiffness and pain in the joints, especially in areas like the shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Without mobility, those movements you used to do without thinking now feel awkward or uncomfortable. And since the body naturally avoids pain, you end up using that area less, which in turn weakens the muscles around it. This creates a cycle where weakness feeds stiffness, and vice versa. 4. Reduced coordination and reflexes. Strength isn't just about muscles, it's also about control. As we age, if we don't train our coordination and balance, reflexes decrease. This affects our stability, our spatial awareness, and how precisely we use our arms. Something as simple as holding a tray, cutting with a knife, or buttoning a shirt can become difficult if your arms don't respond like before. The important thing here isn't to be scared, but to understand that these changes are not final. The body has an incredible ability to adapt, recover, and strengthen, even at advanced ages. It just needs the right stimulus. And that brings us to the best part of all this. The best part is, it can be reversed. Loss of strength is not a definitive sentence. With the right exercises, done consistently and progressively, you can regain the ability to move your arms with strength, stability, and without discomfort. It doesn't matter how old you are or how long it's been since you last exercised. The body responds when you treat it with attention and intelligent movement. And the best thing, you can achieve great changes without leaving your house, without expensive equipment, and without spending hours training. You only need intention, a clear space, and a few minutes a day. Home arm strengthening routine. Now I'll share with you a simple but powerful routine. It was designed with real people in mind. People who want to regain strength, avoid flabbiness, move their arms freely, and feel more independent in daily life. You don't need prior experience. Everything you need, you already have: your body, a wall, a water bottle, and your commitment to start. 1. Wall push-ups. This exercise is one of the most complete to start with. It works the arm, shoulder, and chest muscles, and it does so without putting unnecessary strain on the wrists or elbows. It's an excellent way to begin rebuilding strength, even if you haven't exercised this area in years. How to do it? Stand in front of a firm wall. Step back until you can fully extend your arms and place your palms on the wall at chest height. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart and your body forms a straight line from head to heels. From that position, gently bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall, as if you wanted to push it with your heart. Keep your heels on the ground and your core slightly engaged to protect your lower back. Then, push back to return to the starting position. Do 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Take your time between sets to breathe deeply and let your muscles recover. Don't worry if you can't do all 12 reps at first. What's important is that you listen to your body and progress at your own pace. 2. Triceps extensions with a bottle. After working the chest and the front part of the arms, now we're going to focus on an area that many people want to improve: the back of the arm, right below the shoulder, where flabbiness usually appears over the years. This exercise is ideal to tone, shape, and restore firmness in that area, as well as improve functional strength for daily tasks. How to do it correctly? Take a water bottle between 1 and 2 liters, depending on your strength level. If you're just starting out, you can use a 500 milliliters bottle and increase the weight as you feel more comfortable. Hold it with both hands and raise your arms above your head, making sure they stay aligned with your ears. This position is key to properly activate the muscle we're going to work on, the triceps. From there, bend your elbows carefully, lowering the bottle behind your head. It's important that the movement is controlled, without dropping the weight or arching your back. Then, extend your arms back up, without locking the elbows at the end. Keep your core engaged throughout the exercise to protect your lower back and avoid swaying. Do 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Take breaks of 30 to 60 seconds between each set. What matters most is that you maintain clean technique. It's not about doing a lot of reps, but about doing them well. Benefits of triceps extensions. Checkmark. Strengthens the triceps. This muscle, located at the back of the arm, is key for any pushing movement, from closing a door to standing up from a chair. Over time, this muscle tends to weaken if not trained, which causes the typical flabbiness or lack of tone. Extensions help restore firmness and improve the arm's appearance. Checkmark. Improves your ability to lift objects. Do you struggle to carry bags, lift a box, or raise something overhead? This exercise boosts the strength needed for those everyday actions, making your day-to-day easier and giving you more confidence when moving your arms. Checkmark. Prevents pain in elbows and shoulders. A strong triceps gives stability to the elbow joint and relieves unnecessary tension in the shoulders. This can help you avoid common discomfort, especially if you spend time in fixed positions or doing poorly distributed efforts. Want more intensity? If after a few weeks this exercise becomes too easy, try increasing the challenge by using a heavier bottle or a light dumbbell, 1 or 2 kilograms. Doing the exercise with one arm at a time to increase the load on each side. Remember, what matters most is the quality of the movement, not the weight. Sometimes, just changing how you hold the bottle or shortening rest times between sets can increase the effectiveness without risk. 3. Lateral raises with bottles. This exercise is a classic and, without a doubt, one of the most effective for strengthening the shoulders, improving posture, and developing greater stability in the upper body. It's especially useful if you spend many hours sitting or with rounded shoulders, since it helps correct that posture and regain strength in the muscles around the shoulder joint. How to do it correctly. Take a bottle in each hand. They can be 500 milliliters, 1 liter, or more, depending on your level. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and your core gently engaged to stabilize the torso. From that position, raise both arms laterally, keeping them extended but without locking your elbows, until they are aligned with your shoulders. Imagine you're forming a T with your body. Do it in a controlled way, without swinging or using momentum, and avoid shrugging your shoulders toward your ears. Then, lower your arms slowly, maintaining control at all times, don't let them drop. That's a key part of the muscle work. Do 3 sets of 10 repetitions. If it feels hard at first, you can start with 8 repetitions per set and gradually increase. Rest 30 to 60 seconds between each set. Benefits of lateral raises. Checkmark. Improved shoulder strength. This exercise activates the lateral deltoids, which are essential for any movement where the arm goes to the side. Having strong shoulders allows you to lift objects, push doors, carry things, and do household tasks without discomfort or risk of injury. Checkmark. Strengthens arms and upper body. Although the focus is on the shoulders, it also works the trapezius, biceps, and core stabilizers, offering a complete workout and improving the endurance of the entire upper body. Checkmark. Helps prevent joint pain. By strengthening the muscles that surround the shoulder joint, this exercise helps reduce the risk of inflammation, pinching, or tension, which often appear with age or inactivity. It also improves arm mobility and overall posture. Too easy? Here's how to level up. If you're already doing this exercise with ease, you can increase the intensity in several ways. Use larger bottles or fill them with sand or rice for extra weight. Switch to small dumbbells if you have them at home. Shorten the rest time between sets, or do the movement more slowly, holding your arms up for 1 to 2 seconds before lowering them. Remember, more weight doesn't always mean better results. Sometimes, simply improving control, alignment, and breathing during the exercise is what really makes the difference. 4. Knee push-ups. This exercise is an excellent option for those who have already gained some strength with the previous movements and are ready for a new challenge. It's a more accessible version of the traditional push-up that allows you to work several muscle groups at once, without overloading the joints, but with enough intensity to keep progressing. It's ideal if you want to move to the next level from home and without equipment. How to do it correctly. Look for a comfortable surface, like a yoga mat or a folded blanket. Get into a quadruped position, on all fours, with your knees on the floor and your hands shoulder width apart. Make sure your wrists are aligned with your shoulders and your back stays straight, forming a line from your head to your knees. Do not arch your back or let your stomach drop. From that position, bend your elbows slowly, lowering your chest toward the floor while keeping your core engaged and your gaze slightly forward. It's important not to drop your body or push with momentum. When you get as close to the floor as you can, push up with your arms to return to the starting position, activating your chest and core muscles. Do 3 sets of 8 repetitions. You can rest 45 to 60 seconds between sets. If at first you can only do 5 or 6 repetitions with good technique, that's perfectly fine. In this exercise, the quality of the movement is more important than the quantity. Benefits of knee push-ups. Check mark. Develop strength in arms, chest, and core. This movement engages a large number of muscles at the same time, especially the triceps, pectorals, and abdominals. That makes it one of the most efficient exercises in the entire routine, ideal for gaining functional strength in the upper body. Checkmark. Improves your endurance and stability. Besides strengthening, this exercise trains your ability to support your body with control. That translates into better balance, improved posture, and more confidence in your daily movements, especially when getting up, pushing, carrying, or holding a position for longer. Checkmark. It's the foundation for full push-ups later on. If your goal is to be able to do traditional push-ups with knees lifted, this is the best way to start. Knee push-ups are a perfect progression that builds strength without risk and prepares you to take the next step when you feel ready. Want to progress even more? Once you've mastered knee push-ups, you can try doing them without supporting your knees, that is, the traditional version. To do it safely, start by doing 1 or 2 repetitions in that format, and then finish the set with your knees supported. Another option is to place your feet elevated on a step or low bench to increase the challenge to your upper body. In any case, progress at your own pace, without forcing your body or compromising technique. Now that you know the exercises and how to do them correctly, it's important that you apply some basic principles that will make this routine truly effective and safe. Remember, it's not just about moving, but about moving well, with intention and consistency. Checkmark. Do this routine at least 3 times a week. The key to seeing results is regularity. You don't need to train every day, but you do need to maintain a frequency that allows your body to adapt and get stronger. 3 sessions per week is an excellent starting point. You can alternate days, for example, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and combine this routine with gentle walks or stretching on the in-between days. Checkmark. Increase progressively. As you start to feel stronger, look for small challenges that keep your body active. This could mean adding more repetitions per set, using heavier bottles, shortening rest times, or incorporating more advanced versions of the exercises. Gradual progression is what prevents plateaus and continues to stimulate your muscles. Checkmark. Perform the movements with control, without rushing. One of the most common mistakes is doing the exercises too fast or with momentum. This not only reduces their effectiveness but can also cause discomfort or injury, especially in the shoulders, wrists, or back. Do each repetition mindfully, feeling the muscle work and respecting your rhythm. Quality over quantity, always. Checkmark. Breathe properly. Good breathing enhances performance and protects your body. The basic rule is simple. Inhale through your nose when lowering or preparing for the movement, and exhale through your mouth when making the effort or pushing. This coordination helps keep your core active and prevents you from holding your breath, which can create unnecessary pressure in your lower back. Checkmark. Keep your core engaged and back straight at all times. No matter which exercise you're doing, controlling your core, midsection, is fundamental. Gently contract your abdomen during each movement. This stabilizes your body, protects your back, and improves your overall posture. It also helps you develop more body awareness, which is essential for moving with more safety and confidence in your daily life. If you apply these tips consistently, I assure you that in just a few weeks you'll start to notice changes, not only in the strength of your arms, but also in your energy, your posture, the way you move, and most of all, how you feel about yourself. Now it's time to finish with the most important part, the motivation to start today. If you've made it this far, I want to congratulate you. Not just for finishing this content, but for something much more important, because you're taking action to improve your health and your quality of life. Recognizing that you've lost some strength and deciding to do something about it takes courage, commitment, and self-love. Losing strength with age is completely normal, yes, but it is not irreversible, and far from being something final. Your body can still change, improve, and get stronger, no matter how old you are. With this routine, you'll begin to notice real changes. Your arms will feel firmer, your body lighter, and tasks that used to be difficult, like carrying bags, reaching high shelves, or getting dressed without effort, will become easier. Your posture will also improve. You'll feel more stable when walking or standing up, and you'll likely notice less tension in your shoulders, neck, or back. And all of that will translate into something even more important: more confidence in yourself, more independence, and more well-being in your daily life. But remember something fundamental: you don't need to do everything perfectly, nor do a lot in one day. What truly transforms your body and your life is consistency. Spending just a few minutes, several times a week, with intention, patience, and kindness toward yourself. That's the key. Step by step, week by week. And the most beautiful part is that every small improvement you achieve will motivate you to keep going. Now I'd love to hear from you. Speech balloon: which of these exercises are you excited to try first? Speech balloon: which one do you think will be the most useful for you? Leave it in the comments, because your experience can inspire others too. And if you found this content helpful, right finger subscribe to the channel and right finger activate the notification bell. Every week I share new routines, tips, and exercises designed especially to help you stay strong, active, and healthy, no matter your age or current fitness level. See you in the next video. Until then, keep moving, take care of your health, and above all, keep enjoying life. You've got this. Biceps.